Anyway, what's up? We had a little bit of a couple malfunctions. One we didn't expect to have. Well, two. We didn't expect to have either of them, but the one led to the discovery of the other. Can you handle directions? So that I guess I can do it, but it would be easier if you did it. We're going to Lake Ocoee Inn. So today we are going to Lake Ocoee Inn, which is actually we're not going to the inn. It's like a little bit before the inn, a little bit after the inn. There's like a marina. Oh, Jesus. I don't even have my mic on. Who am I talking to right now? Absolutely nobody.
No one.
That's
yeah,
what
you
I'm
just went. Oh, time to go. Time to start.
Time to start. Okay, now I am talking to you, so I'm gonna. Yep, we'll start that over. What's up, guys? It's Hot Takes. You know us. We don't know all of you. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, today we are. Where are you going? We are doing something a little bit different. We are going to Lake Ocoee, which is where my aunt and uncle, who are not my real aunt and uncle, who I have a long history with, have a boat. We're not using their boat. We have kayaks on the roof of the car. That was part of the malfunction. We just had some malfunctions, and that was part of one of the malfunctions. I'm getting on the interstate, I assume?
No.
No. Okay. Well. So
Left up here.
Cool. So yeah, we had to. It's been a while since we put the kayaks on top, and I forgot a crucial part of it. But we fixed it, and in fixing it, also discovered that the GoPro we were using did not record any of the footage we had for like the 2 minutes before we were fixing it. So that was cool. Also, I think the door is like kind of open. Yeah, it's definitely kind of open. Oh, I got your lamp too, don't I? But yeah, we're on our way. Lake Ocoee. It's cool. It's got a bunch of islands. The plan. Should we reveal the plan now? Alex, my guy? Alex, my dude?
Well, maybe we make them wait. Maybe we make them actually watch and listen.
Make them actually watch and listen. Yeah. But
maybe.
Also, we want some views.
Yeah,
you know?
views. So whatever. We're cooking. We're cooking steaks.
We're cooking steaks in nature.
In nature, at one of the islands.
The sort of old-fashioned way.
We got backpacks full of stuff.
Full of stuff. Mine's mostly camera gear.
He's got the camera
gear.
I've got the cooking gear.
He's got the cooking gear.
And we're going to the island.
Going to the island. I think it's an island. It might be a peninsula.
It's an island. Maybe a peninsula, but
hopefully it's an island.
Hopefully it's an island.
An island would be better. What are we going? What are we doing?
Taking a right.
Taking
up
a
here.
Right on Brainerd. Did you find like a back way to go or something?
I don't know. It gave me 2 reps. I picked one of them.
I like it. I'm gonna try to just acrobatics myself back here. Oh yeah. There it is.
Oh yeah. But we got 2 pretty ribeyes.
2 very beautiful, succulent. I was looking ahead, but I should have been looking at the camera when I said that. Succulent steaks.
And some bacon.
A cast iron pan.
Cast iron. Shout out to
that company, Lodge.
Yeah.
Is that
Lodge
who made our cast iron?
Dang.
Is that who made our cast iron? I don't know.
I will plug it later.
Yeah, we'll plug it when we get it out.
Plug it hardcore later.
We got a knife
but anyway, cast iron in general is
sponsorship. Sorry, continue with your cast iron.
Yeah, cast iron is probably my preferred method of cooking damn near anything.
Pretty much. I mean,
it just gets better with age. everything you cook in it will come through and taste in the next thing you cook. Even though it's not like a whole lot, it's still like, you can tell the difference.
Yeah, it's just adds.
It do.
It's like few things. There's a few like burgers. Like I'd much rather do that on a grill. We don't have a grill.
I have a working grill right now.
We don't have a working grill. But even the grill we had is like gets propane.
Yeah, not great.
Not great.
Do charcoal.
Charcoal. We should just get an oil drum. Just cut it in half. Charcoal. It gotta be a metal one, obviously.
Yeah, that's not. Gotta be not coated in anything.
Yeah. That's what my dad had for the longest time. And then it like eventually burned out the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom got him like a really nice grill. He loves it. It's got like a smoker on the side and shit. It's fucking lit. That smoker that I saw on Facebook Marketplace, it was like made into it's like a safe of some kind. Remember that?
A safe?
But it's a smoker. I sent it to you.
Yeah, was it a safe?
I thought that's what it looked like when I saw it. It was just like it looked like it was just like a. It looked like a 2 foot by like 1.5 foot, like one door open, like with a maybe not a combination lock. But
no, it's probably a phenometer. That's what I thought it was.
Maybe it was.
Because you always gotta be checking the heat, make sure it stays
for sure,
steady in a smoker.
But I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. Anyway. This way. 2.2 miles. South to 75. Going to Cleveland. Sort of. Cleveland adjacent. So yeah. I guess, I don't know if any of you are from like around Chattanooga, but as far as like stuff to do in Chattanooga, if you're ever here, tons of outdoor shit. Like, so like, it's just everywhere. Like, there's 2 mountains that are just like covered in trails. And if you like climbing, it's like one of the best places for like professional climbers. Like in the States, that's not just like me. I'm not even that much of a climber, so that's not even me saying that. That's just a fact. Like, that's a statistic.
Yeah, there's so much, like within 2 miles or 2 hours of chat.
Yeah, I mean, there's just, you can go. As far as like nature and climbing goes, you don't even have to push it that far. Just like within an hour.
Yeah.
Within 30 minutes of anywhere you live in Chattanooga, you can hike to like a beautiful waterfall, like guaranteed. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's getting a little bit bougier, which is nice in a sense. I feel like.
Oh, I had this thought the other day. It's a weird dynamic in Chattanooga where the wealthier people live in Tennessee, and then the more working class live in Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time it's cheaper to live on the outskirts of the city, and that just happens to be mostly like that. Happens to go mostly to that side of things.
No, it's just it's just interesting. Well, I mean, the state's boundaries feel like nothing to us because we're so used to it and so open. But basically 2 neighboring countries, and one of them quite literally like imports workers from the neighbor.
Yeah.
Thought it was an interesting kind of class.
Anywhere does that. Mississippi does that.
Yeah.
Mississippi and Memphis. I mean, it's just a bigger city on the border. If Atlanta were close to the Tennessee border, it'd do that. So, I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's definitely like cheaper to live in Ringgold and shit like that, 100%.
But just on how that works into like everything, into the subconscious of the people living in the Tennessee side of it, people living in Georgia, the resentment that gets built up, or the...
I feel like there's resentment.
I mean, potentially. I mean, it's the situation that can lead to it.
I guess. I don't know. I just like always. I've just grown up next to a big city, and it was more just like, this is just where you either live outside the city if you can, like if you have a family and can afford it, or you live outside the city because you like can't afford it. And it's just like, that's just like I don't know. I guess that's always just been like a thing of life to me.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not a thing of life. I'm saying, how does that subconsciously like bleed into politics and policies, and how like Georgia's been over a dozen times to Supreme Court to try to get the lines redrawn to where they were originally meant to be, and it would cut into Chattanooga, and they've been defeated a dozen times or so. But it's just, I mean, I'm merely just looking at curious at it, and how that builds, and the mentalities it builds between the people that live there. I mean, yes, you find that in every single city, big and small, but it's the quite literal border between them.
I haven't thought about that before. Sports bar. What an odd name for I assume a gym?
Yeah.
Sports barn. Are you supposed to be the animals in the barn? Seems a little demeaning.
It's an ugly ass building.
It is a very ugly building. It's a very like 90s building. Early 2000s. They built a lot of shitty architecture. It's just like blocks. It's cheap. Well, it stands forever. It'll be there forever. It's not actually cheap. The inside looks cheap. The outside is very strong. It's unfortunate. Oh, fuck.
Going right.
Oh, yeah. I love that wailing kayak noise. I hope you guys are lucky enough to not be able to hear that. Next to them. Because it is very loud.
It's a howling.
It's piercing.
They might be able to hear it. Hopefully not.
Probably not over our voices, at least. But it's pretty fucking loud.
It's pretty loud.
I mean, we could buy kayak covers, I guess. But it's like, nah. Just let it wail, you know? This is the main reason I don't like going on the interstate with these fuckers. I took a girl on a date to where we're going right now, actually. And we went kayaking, took these two kayaks. And it just, I mean, this happened the entire fucking way there. It's like a 45-minute drive. And it was just like, so like, just the conversation so painful. Because you have to like...
You have to yell over it.
Yeah,
basically.
And you have to talk like loudly. Like, we have to talk really fucking loud. I don't feel like I'm yelling exactly, but like, definitely elevating my voice
for sure.
To make sure that mostly to make sure you can hear me, not to just. I feel like they can probably hear me because it's just right here, but like it's hard for me to hear you. But
maybe we should have the kayaks. Maybe it's because the outside's facing out.
I feel like we've done that before, and it doesn't really work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or I know I've done it with just my kayak maybe, and it didn't really, it like maybe kind of made a difference, but the way it sits in the thing is like weird. I don't know, we could try it on the way back, or we could try to, I know that there is, I'm pretty sure that there is a more back route way. We just gotta like, on the way back, we'll just have to look at the fucking map and figure it out.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, look at these guys. Where they're holding out prisoners.
Yeah, here it's a little bit slower. It'll take us.
I'm alright with the slow route.
Next exit.
Take Bonnie Oaks?
Yep.
Alright, sorry.
Just so we don't have to listen to this.
Yeah, just so, yeah, we don't have to do that as much. Sorry, Mr. Ambulance. One time, me and Millen, it was like pretty late at night. I think we had probably gone somewhere to smoke weed, because we were living in the dorms at the time. Obviously, it's the only time me and Millen ever lived together. Anyway, and on the way back, we were listening to like classical music, because there was like all these cars, like kind of, we were like in the middle lane of one of the middle lanes of a 4-lane highway, and there were like a bunch of cars, like a couple next to us, sort of, and then a bunch behind us, and we were like going on this fucking huge hill. We were listening to classical music. We were just like, it just felt like we were like, you know, in like a modern day cavalry charge or something. It was dope. Yeah. Felt cool. But then we like look up, and ahead of us is this ambulance, right? It's got its like lights on, and then its lights go off, and we pull up behind it, and there's just like two people, like two like EMTs in the back, and there's just like an old lady, and she's just like laying there, and we definitely thought she was fucking dead. To this day, I'm not sure if she was or wasn't. I don't think I'll have any way of ever knowing one way or the other.
No.
But to us in that moment, she was 100% dead, and we freaked the fuck out. We did not enjoy that sight. We were not ready. It was a good time. I think it happened to us another time. We like pulled up behind an ambulance and like saw the people in the back, and we were like, oh, this is weird. I don't think we were nearly as high that time though. I think I might have just changed the directions.
Yeah, look that way.
Is it still going like a back way? We get back on the interstate.
It's like this weird. Yeah, I'm building us the slowest route.
I like it. It's fine. Look at that fucking. Oh yeah, it's turning in front of us. And everything. Oh yeah.
Oh that. Ooh.
God.
Fat tires.
Fucking.
That's a nice car.
Yeah, it's a nice car. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what car. It looked like a really old Challenger or something.
Yeah. Like an old convertible Challenger.
I don't know if it was. I think the tail was a little bit different. But
yeah, I don't think we were quite right, but
I think it might have been like a.
Old American muscle.
Old American muscle.
It was
sexy.
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
A nice like. Not like a periwinkle blue, but like just a clear sky blue. You know, just nice.
With some thick racing tires.
Some fucking fat tires. Yeah. There's still a little bit of a howl, but it's not nearly as bad.
No, not nearly as bad.
And also this route is nicer. The car behind you is like pulled a U-turn in front of like 6 other cars coming the other way. I think they made it, but I was like, oh, hey bud. Maybe not the best time to just whip a Yui.
No.
When there's that fucking hill right in front of you. You know. Yeah, so like 50 degrees. 50 miles per hour seems to be the like start of the whale zone.
Yeah, there's a couple whales on top of our car trying to get it on. That's all I've got to say. I call one Deborah, the other one Stacy.
Are these the whales?
Yeah, they're looking for love. Looking for love. You can hear them.
Oh, those are the kayaks, Deborah and Stacy.
Deborah and Stacy. I guess so. Yeah, might as well.
I call dibs on Stacy. Mine's called Stacy.
You're Stacy.
Yeah, it's red. I feel like that's a Stacy color. You know.
I'll go with Deborah.
Yeah.
Deborah knows how to cook.
Deborah's solid. You know.
Yeah, she's solid.
Stacy's
got pockets.
Stacy's a racer. You know. She's built for anything.
She's open and loose, and you know it.
Yeah.
Stacy.
I like it. Yeah. What can I say? What can I say? Alright, I'm done with this apple. It's biodegradable. Oh god. People don't see. Oh, does not go up automatically. Am I just going straight?
Yeah, looks that way.
Slick Rick. That's what I like to see. We watched some Rick and Morty the other day.
Love Rick and Morty.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. But it's good. I'm curious when it will end and if we get a satisfying ending.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at this point, the only ending they could really give me that I'd actually be satisfied with is like if they get the Szechuan sauce.
They get the Szechuan sauce.
I don't care about them uniting as a
No,
family.
I doubt they'll ever bring that back because it was such like a terrible idea that McDonald's did, where they were like, yeah, limited time Szechuan sauce, and there's only 20 packets of it per McDonald's. Like,
there were only 20?
Oh yeah, they're like absurdly small numbers of Szechuan sauces were distributed, and it was mayhem. And the creators have gone on record saying like, no, that was like, they're disappointed in how their fans acted.
Oh no.
Yeah, so the likelihood of them bringing back a Szechuan sauce reference is like zero.
I'll just never be satisfied then.
Yeah, because they tore places apart.
I don't want them to bring it back, like, physically, like in the real. I want Rick and Morty to get.
I know, but they will. I don't know if they will, just because of how horribly it went.
Yeah. But yeah, you get it.
No, I get it. It would be great if only they would get it.
If only they would get
Maybe they make a reference to it.
Bro,
they have to go throw elbows.
Is Debbie thrift store out here? Because that's a video right there. We can take them inside the little. Okay, so look, guys. This is totally off topic of what we were just talking about, but we're about to turn on the Little Debbie Parkway in like a mile. So it sparked me. But there's this place so Little Debbie headquarters. It's here in Chattanooga. So there's this place called the Little Debbie Thrift Store. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but that's what we call it. I guess that's what I call it. And you can go and get like the Little Debbie's for like, you can get like a fucking box of 12 for like maybe 50 cents, like $1. Like, it's insane. Like one time,
it's pretty absurd.
Me and my family came here when I didn't live in China. I was a boy. I was a young lad. I won't say I was a young man because I think I was younger than young man status. But we went to the Little Debbie thrift store. Someone told us about it. I guess my aunt and uncle told us about it. And we went to the Little Debbie thrift store on our way out and got like way too much. Like a bunch of fruit pies, like honey buns, fucking nutty, but like so many things that like we ate and never, I don't think ever finished all of them. I think we just started giving them to people. And B, that I didn't eat a Little Debbie product for like maybe like a decade. Like a really long time. Probably not a decade. It probably hasn't been that long since I was there. But like at least 5 or 6 years, I did not eat any of that shit. But here lately, I've been hearing about people talking. For some reason, Little Debbie thrift store has come up several times in conversation, and I've been kind of having a hankering for some Little Debbie products.
Taking a left. But
yeah, I don't know if Little Debbie Parkway is host to the Little Debbie thrift store. I feel like it's not.
Well, where else would it be?
I feel like we were.
There it is again.
What? There's what again?
The mussel. Beautiful mussel. Yeah, it's right behind us.
I think we were by the Little Debbie thrift store the other day. Like when we were going out thrifting.
Yeah, I thought we. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Because I think it came up on when I searched thrift stores when we were like out in the more like Hicksony area. I think maybe, there might be more than one. I don't know, but I think it was out there. But yeah, so there's that. Also, segue into we have started a new business venture.
New business.
It's called Vintage Stoner Supply. We have an Instagram. We just got that back. They banned us within the first 24 hours.
Yeah, for no reason.
No reason. I wrote them a strongly worded email about the fact that they banned us for no reason. They fairly promptly unbanned us.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't really explain why they had banned us or apologize in any way, which, you know, I didn't exactly expect.
Maybe we'll get an apology later.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. As long as we get it back
let us use
and they don't
yeah.
fuck it up again, like,
that's Gucci,
whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, right now, we're selling vintage stoner supply. Obviously, we're selling stoner shit, but like nice vintage like trays and ashtrays is actually kind of all we have at the moment.
That's all we have right now.
We're working on getting some like containers and, you know, stuff like that. But we're getting the website up and going, hopefully by the start of this week. And yeah, gonna be pushing the Instagram pretty hard. Mm-hmm. So if you see this video, if you get this far,
go check it out.
Check it out. That'd be super
We got some cool stuff.
We do have some actually really cool shit. We just cleaned up, or he just cleaned up, this super dope
brass that plate
tray.
Oh yeah, that plate's so cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, like I mean every single piece we have I would love to have.
Yeah except for those.
Yeah, we got a couple little ashtrays that a little bit more dinked up than we thought they were, but I mean they're still quality.
Yeah, they came out of the dishwasher nice.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, they're nice and clean.
But yeah,
and good.
You know,
just a couple chips.
If you're a stoner, or if you like cool vintage shit and want to decorate your house with trays and things, even if you don't necessarily use them for grinding your weed upon and shit, yeah, check it out. You know.
And then let us know what kind of other stoner supply stuff you would want.
Yeah, crowdsourcing. That'd be good. Let's do that.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
Straight up, tell us, hey, I want something with this. This is my price range. We'll go hunt it down.
Yeah.
We'll go try.
We'll find that shit. Maybe. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll do our goddamn fucking best. That's for fucking sure.
That is very for sure.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. If you're
a lot of Coke products.
A lot of Coca-Cola products.
They they
cocaine.
built the stuff that is perfect for what we're looking for.
They did.
It's just kind of...
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck those trays are supposed to be for. If not,
I mean, they're drink trays. You're supposed to just put drinks on them.
Yeah, just carry them around.
Yeah.
I got it, yeah. It's just like, what a world, you know? You just got those, like, big black things now. No one uses, like, no one in their home, I feel like, uses,
no.
Like, trays.
The only reason you have a tray is if you're rolling on it.
Pretty much. So what are you doing? Coke.
Or you're doing Coke. We saw that one tray at Crazy Jane's Antique. Where it was the mirror top and then the little drawer and it was like all velvet.
Yeah, that was classy. Premier Coke tray.
Oh yeah.
Premier Coke tray. Like Prince would have used that Coke tray.
Oh yeah. Prince for 100% had one exactly like that.
Maybe.
It was cool. It was cool.
Coke tray.
I was tempted. Well, it was like $20, so it was more than we would ever make money off of, so it wasn't worth it. But But it was cool.
It's super dope. Yeah, I feel like there were a bunch of fucking Coke trays at Dirty Jane's. A bunch of just mirrored, like cool mirrored trays.
Yeah, for sure. They had a lot of silver trays.
I wonder why the mirrored tray became like the trademark Coke tray. Like when did that?
I don't know.
Who coined that? Who was like mirrored trays? That's what we're doing because you can like see yourself.
Because you can see everything. Yeah, I don't know. Because you see yourself, and I guess that gives you a rush of feelings.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then I mean, you just see all the Coke.
Just see all that Coke out there. Yeah, I mean it's definitely easier to see the Coke on a mirrored tray. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, definitely not in practice. But yeah, because I mean, there's like it wouldn't blend into anything, you know. I guess that's probably why. Visibility.
Yeah, so you don't lose Coke, because when you're really high on Coke, you're freaking out because you think you haven't snorted all your Coke. And you have to be sure, and the mirror lets you know you're sure. Because when you can see your face, you've done enough. That's why there's mirrors. To try to stop you. I love these back roads. It fascinates me to no end to see old things decaying. Because it reminds
like a weird
me
universal fascination. Like
what?
I feel like everybody like that's like everybody loves that shit. Like rusty shit and like just like dilapidated buildings.
But even just shit. Like going down, just seeing like a fence post that like it's just thinking back to the day it was brand new, and then just the passage of time. It's cool. Puts everything in perspective. Everything you do will go away. The only thing that survives is thoughts and feelings.
And your art, maybe.
If
you're lucky.
But even then, it's still might get lost.
It's true. Could happen. A lot of it, at least like the really popular shit. I mean,
I guess we're in a better
far back
situation now,
digitally wise.
Yeah, like stuff's not getting lost anymore, but there's plenty of.
It might be lost, but it could be found still. Like it's just out somewhere in the ether, floating about, milling. That'd be terrifying to someone. I mean, I'm sure people have the access to that kind of like, and you know, find shit like that. That's wild, you know. So I feel like forces. I can Google shit and not find what I'm looking for like half the time. It's like I know it's there.
Some search engine. You know what's scary? Dark web.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, parts of it.
They know things.
Parts of it are definitely scary.
It's just like it's such a inaccessible thing. I feel
it's pretty accessible. Honest to God, like I've been on there before. Like I've been a part of buying things upon the dark web. I've not delved very deep into it. I mean, to really like keep yourself hidden while you're there, it's like takes a little bit of effort as far as I understand it, depending on how, like, to what level you want to keep yourself. I mean, because there's motherfuckers on there that, like, they want to figure out who you are for some reason. Like,
they figure it out. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like you're just understanding code. It's just a kind of knowledge that neither you or I have a little bit of knowledge of it, but like just enough to know that I don't know anything.
Yeah, and I know nothing, and I'm wise enough to know if I know nothing, then I truly know nothing. So I don't have a firm grasp of it. Yeah, I don't have a grasp of it at all.
Like I know some coding stuff, and like I understand sort of. Like I don't understand enough that I can explain it, so I guess I don't really understand, but I understand well enough in my own head, like kind of what it is and how it's like constructed.
But it's scary. I feel like it goes so deep because
It does,
it's.
I mean, it's never ending. It's just constantly shifting and moving, and it's like it's alive. I mean, it's just made up of the people that use it. So like, there's not like it's strange. I mean, I think that's kind of where like NFTs are sort of like being birthed originally.
Yeah, it
from
was
the
so
dark
weird
web, but
that
like,
because you brought up NFTs to me a little while ago, and then like I think yesterday I was reading an article on NPR about them, on how they're starting to get big.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm like really trying to think about if I want to just like start doing it just to see if I can like get in on it while it's still kind of young.
As far as creating
content, like creating art specifically for that space. I mean, I could sell like photographs and shit there, but it seems like stuff that's more like digitally like created, or like, you know, stuff like graffiti that you can't normally own, you know, that kind of stuff is like what seems to be more interesting. But maybe that's just like the people that I know that are doing NFTs are those kind of artists right now. So yeah, I'm interested to see if it catches on with like older school media, like old like painting and drawing, like physical painting and physical drawing and like sculptures. Like, how does can that be a part of NFT? Like, can you make an NFT of a physical sculpture, because it's not like a digital thing that still have the same, but it's not the image that you're buying, it's the certificate of it, like the like partial ownership of it, you know, the stock of it. That's the best way to explain it. Is it's like a stock market for artists. But
I wonder if it starts getting into the, I guess, like paintings and like things that actually do have a physical copy of it, on whether or not the physical copy can still be sold. If those two become separate entities, or if they're, I mean, I
would say that is selling the painting. Like, if you do, but you can't. It's like, okay, it's like having. So I think this is how it would have to work. Just going off the top of my head right now, but so like you have a painting, you have an object, then you sell basically 10 trading cards of that object. That object can still be sold because that's at a set price, whereas these 10 trading cards are sold at an auction style like scene, where the price is determined by the bidding, essentially. So like the first one can be sold, the price is determined by the rarity, essentially. So the first one can be sold for like $20, but like, you know, they could all be sold for $20, but if more people than those 10 want them, then those become more valuable. But they also become more valuable if that painting is sold to like the MoMA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there is risk and reward in having the two separate, but the reward, I feel like, the chances of reward heavily outweigh the chances of risk, depending on at what price you buy the trading card.
Yeah. It's still such a weird concept.
It's a very strange concept, and it's what am I doing here? On the interstate.
It seems that way.
We're going on a 64. It's a bypass.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh, look, there's a sheriff.
What's up, Sheriff? I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy.
But yeah, so NFTs are super cool. I think I'm not 100% on what to think about them. I don't know if they matter to me yet. But I am interested in them, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an interesting way for, like, so for me as like a up and coming artist, I guess, like a new artist on the scene. Was that like a fucking okay? That cop car looked like a Lamborghini. It was just a very like intrinsically painted Charger. Anyway, but so for me, it's like I could sell. Like I could give people physical copies as well. Like at least the first like round of people, because it would mostly be like friends and shit. What am I doing? Am I just going straight for a while?
Yeah, just going straight.
Okay. Like friends and shit could, just like they would normally buy my work, but they also, you maybe pay $5 more than I would normally charge you for it or something, and you get, like, if you're the first, 5 people to buy it, you also get an NFT. Or something like that. Mm-hmm. So you get a like digital certificate of authenticity along with the book that you bought or the photo that you bought or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then the idea is that hopefully at some point I become worth more money than, like, my work becomes worth more money because I become more, like, my work becomes more popular. And then those people who originally owned those NFTs that they got, like, just along with their purchase for being the first 5 people, or like they paid, $5 more and got, an NFT with their, whatever, those certificates now become really valuable, potentially, or more valuable, potentially. So that's like an interesting way to think about it. That's like the way I'm kind of thinking about it. But I don't know. That's like it all kind of depends on if I get more pop, like if my work gets picked up by like someone, or like,
yeah, it's really weird in that sense of it's
still
similar to the stock market in the sense of like you're buying stock into the artist, in the most basic sense, but there's not the direct monetary connection to however much money you're pulling into however much this is worth. Because with normal stock market, like it's directly however profitable your business is however much your stock is worth. So it's a weird thing of, like, you could potentially have an artist that isn't making shit, but they're immensely famous online, but aren't making money off it, and their NFTs are worth a shit ton.
Well, they still, the NFT buying, so when you're already popular, or when you become popular, you can make it so that it's an auction for your NFTs at that point. So it's like a stock auction.
Yeah, but if you had already sold them and then they
so that's
the potential weird spot.
But that would be like I would do a set of 10, give away 5, and keep 5. That kind of thing. So that I ensure that I have
I guess you keep your own
something
NFTs,
to well, I just wouldn't release half of the edition or something, and then because that would even, assuming I become, something, then if it's like 10, 20 years down the line, I'm like, boom, here's these like first edition set of 5, like second set of 5.
Yeah, I wonder what the limit on how many NFTs you can put on one piece.
Oh, it's infinite. I'm pretty sure.
But you can't.
I mean, that wouldn't make sense.
No, it wouldn't make sense, and that's like in stock market, you would. But if that was true, you would be able to.
Stock market, though.
I know, but
it works like, kind of like a stock market.
Yeah, it's modeled after it, but I mean, then you can look at the stock market and how that's been manipulated in order to manipulate this system. That if it doesn't follow the same precautions.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to do that because they're not. The value is in the limitedness of the thing.
Yeah. So, well, there has to be some sort of system to prevent the artist from diluting the number of NFTs of a piece.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, I would assume, like in the case I was talking about, I would assume I would have to put out, like, I've created 10 of these NFTs of this thing, and then I'm going to reserve 3 of them or 5, whatever, and then like, so everyone, when you buy them, you know that there's this many, like, total. I feel like that you can't change that.
Yeah, there has to be basically just, this is how many NFTs of this I'm making, and you can no longer make more.
But it also wouldn't help the artist really to dilute their own numbers, I don't think.
Get cash quick. It's all about just making money.
You've got to be getting a percentage or something when these are traded. I'm pretty sure that's part of. I'm pretty sure that's part of the article that I read. Is that's one reason why it's better than like the traditional art market, is because it, like, so instead of when every time a painting changes, like a Basquiat or something changes hands, like Basquiat doesn't necessarily get any kickback from any of that.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, because it's been so, like, moved around through so many people, it would be, like, impossible to fucking figure it out anyways. No, but this is like a one-to-one transaction. Like, it's so, and like the interface keeps record of everything. So yeah. So I think that makes it so that you, like, because it's all online, there's like a digital record of, like, unless that fails in some way, but like there's a record of, who sold what to who, and I think the artist gets a percentage every time it's sold. I could be wrong about that, but that was at least part of the article that I read, was that it's at least, like, it stays connected to the artist throughout the entire process. But yeah, I mean, I need to look into it more. It's an interesting idea that I would like to know more about.
For sure, it's definitely cool. I mean, any way to help the art world support itself more.
Yeah, and it's especially, I feel like it might be kind of hard for digital or non-digital artists, I guess, to do it. But also, I feel like, outside of, like, working for, like, a company and shit, it's hard, I feel like, especially for graphic artists and digital artists, to keep ownership of their work. Because, like, when you're sharing something, like, solely digitally, like, there's not, like, a physical thing of it that is the, like, original. Like, that's, like, how do you maintain ownership over that, you know what I mean, without something like this in place?
Yeah. So,
because there's, like, authenticators and shit for, like, paintings and drawings of, like, famous artists, so that you can't forge shit, but, like, anybody can download an image and repost it and say it's theirs, and, like, someone might, someone that follows you that, might see it and catch it and tell, but, like, who knows? Who knows how many images have been stolen out there?
Yeah, I wonder if it will ever get into, like, meme templates.
I mean, Nyan Cat sold as an NFT for $300,000. That was, like, one of the first, like, major things that, like, culturally.
Yeah, I mean, that itself, I think, is more of a meme. I mean, like, full-on templates of it. On, like, the guy looking back with the girl, like, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
If that will get into it.
Maybe. I mean, it's all about being able to prove that you are the sole creator.
Yeah, creator of it. I mean, yeah, there's some stuff like that it's so...
Like, that's very, like, I don't know how they're doing that.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's got to be some way to do that.
Well, I mean, original ownership would be the photographer, because photos are owned by the photographer, not by whoever's being taken a photo of.
Right, but that photographer took that for a company, so...
He took it for,
for a stock company, so he sold the image.
sold the image, and then would it be owned by that company or the person that first turned it into a meme?
It depends on, I mean,
I'd probably say the company, but
it depends on the extent to which it's been changed. But I would, in that case, I mean, specifically that meme, I would say probably the company would at least have, like, if someone made enough money up in it trying to sell an NFT of it, and the company caught wind of it, they'd probably have decent enough grounds to try to sue them.
I would think so, yeah, because they own the image itself.
I mean, the photographer would have decent enough. I mean, you maintain some ownership. I mean, it's not like you can't ever use those images. You know, but like,
yeah, I think. What is it? I mean, I think you would know the laws a little bit better than
yeah,
me.
I mean, you own.
You can
like,
still use it, but
you can still use it, but you can't. Like, I don't know if you can sue for it. Like no. You couldn't sue that company for using it unless they used it in a way that breaches like your contract or something. And then, but that company can't. They actually might be able to sue you for if you sold the image again. They could sue you. You can't use it. I don't think you can use it for profit anymore.
Yeah, that's
but like,
what I was thinking.
They don't have to like delete the image once you sell it to them. Like, so yeah, it's mostly the company that really owns the thing, the profit of the thing, anyways. At that point. Yeah, no, I have actually, I don't know if I still do. I think it like got worn down, but I used to carry a card in my wallet that had the list of photographers' rights.
Always good to know your rights. Always good to know your rights.
Like, prove you're not just talking out your ass.
Yeah.
When someone says some shit and you're like, nah, dude, like, I'm well within my right to do this as a photographer, and they're like, no, you're fucking not. This is blah 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 blah, and you're like, whip that card out. Looks official as shit, and you're like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
But yeah, I mean, in the current age of awareness, and I mean, it's not current. Police brutality is not a new thing at all, but now that we have technology and shit, everyone should know their basic photographer's rights, which is anywhere that's public, like you can, it's like sidewalk, the street, the park, state land, whatever. You're welcome to film anything you fucking want of anybody doing any whatever. They cannot tell you cannot do that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you can literally, maybe I shouldn't tell people that, but fuck it. You can literally, like, take photos of people inside their homes if you're standing on the sidewalk. Like, then they can't do it. Like, it's morally not great, but you can do it, law-wise. Yeah, and they can't make you delete any of those images or anything. You might not, if you go to try to sell some of those images, you get into some privacy shit, potentially, like with the people in their household, but like, taking photos of like companies and shit, or like police, whatever, like they can't do anything to you. They're public servants, especially police. They're public servants. They can't. I mean, they might fucking yell at you and tell you to fucking turn your camera off or back up or some shit. I mean, tell you to back up, just keep the camera rolling. Don't get yourself fucking hurt. But definitely keep that camera going. As long as it doesn't seem like they're gonna fucking shoot you over it or some shit.
Yeah, don't get shot.
Don't get shot. I hear that shit sucks. I don't know.
Feels like getting hit with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I got shot with an airsoft rifle before. That didn't feel good, so I can only imagine that a bullet is like at least twice as bad, minimum.
I got shot with an airsoft gun once. I dare say it was pretty close to a gun.
I dare say. I mean, I'm just saying it's
I'm no expert.
I'm just saying it's at least twice the pain. That's all I'm saying. It's at least double.
He's not wrong.
I know. That's why I said it. Oh, yeah.
Lake Okoye.
Oh, we're getting kind of close, I think.
We're getting there.
Should probably drink this Red Bull.
Chug it. Shotgun it.
I don't want to do that while I'm driving. I'll grill wings and I'll just...
Woo!
Woo! Oh, it's a bull. I don't know why I was doing a horse noise. Which that was always strange to me. I mean, it's Red Bull, so I get it. Like, why use the bull for the mascot? It's obvious, but it's also like, why would a bull have wings? Like, there are creatures out there that have wings.
Yeah.
And, like, there are also, like, mythical creatures out there that have wings. Like a hippogriff. Or a griffin.
A griffin, yeah.
A griffin would have been dope. I would have bought, I drink a fair amount of Red Bull, but I would have drank more if it was a griffin. That's all I'm saying.
Red Griffin. Red Griff.
It was Griffin. It was just called Griffin. I'd be like, yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I'm like Harry Potter right now. Actually, that's a hippogriff, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hippogriff doesn't sound so good. It's not as...
I'm drinking a hippogriff.
It's like,
are you a hypocrite? A hippogriff.
What'd you do, put them in a blender?
If only there were mythical beasts in our backyard.
Oh, man. I once convinced... We were talking about this the other day. I once convinced my younger cousins, with the help of Daniel, my nearer in age cousin. He's just a year younger than me. Oh my gosh. But I once we convinced, using photos that we had Googled off the internet, we convinced our younger cousins, who were at the time like 5 and 6, that we had that there was a Bigfoot, a Sasquatch, if you will, that lived behind my house. We have like some woods and shit in my house, and I was like decently adept at Photoshop, so and a combination of Googled images and some vivid storytelling and a little bit of Photoshop sprinkled on top there, we convinced these little fuckers that there was a Bigfoot in the woods behind my house and that he liked Taco Bell. And we would bring him tacos. That's why me and Daniel would go hang out at my house, so that we could take a 12-pack of tacos to the Sasquatch. I think that might have been the origin of Larry. I think I've used Larry as a part of many names for many things in my life. It's currently, I guess you would call, it's part of my gamer tag. Oh god, I hated saying that. But Lollipop Larry is
it's your gamer tag, bro.
My gamer tag. But yeah, so I've used Larry for a lot of things in my life, just because I think probably originating from Larry the Cucumber, VeggieTales, were a big part of my life. Chet, and I think Chet watches this. I don't know if Mason watches this, but Chet remembers. We used to watch a lot of fucking VeggieTales. Shit was pretty lit, honestly, not gonna lie. Fucking, they brought down the walls of Jericho with those little peas blowing horns. It's crazy. I don't know how they did it. God, I guess.
Probably God.
That's just the horns, bro. It's sonic resonance. Just vibrated those walls, my guy. But yeah, we convinced them we had a Bigfoot in the backyard, and then I think the gambit was up one time when they for some reason they were at my house. Like, my aunt had to come by and bring me something that I left at her house, and she brought the little ones because they thought I was the coolest person ever. Not just because of the Sasquatch thing, for other reasons, but also the Sasquatch thing. But then they wanted to go look around the backyard, and I feel like they got pretty sus because I was like, he's asleep, he's just we don't want to disturb him, right now. Then my aunt was just like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? They're like, he's got a Bigfoot in his backyard. And she was like, oh my god. And I was like,
he's sleepy, he's tired.
He's tired. He's got a log somewhere.
Big day.
He's got a big night tonight. He's got a date. We found a female, a Bigfoot test.
Oh, Bigfoot Outfitters.
Bigfoot Outfitters?
Yeah.
Where? Up this way?
I think so, yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of interesting little kayak and canoe rental places out here on the way to Ocoee. On the way back, we will turn the camera around so you can catch this sweet view.
Sweet view. Some rolling farmlands and
Farmlands.
mountains in the background.
Mountains in the background. Well, it'll be in the foreground for you.
Yeah.
On the way back. But currently, background. Look, a Subway. It's probably the closest restaurant
for miles. That closest restaurant is right back there. Back in the Subaru.
Back in the Subaru. LL Bean edition.
LL Bean.
Never forget.
I always. I wish it had a sunroof.
Yeah. I don't know if any Outbacks have sunroof. I mean, probably the new ones do.
Yeah. That's what I'm hunting for. That's what I really want. Is
something with a sunroof?
Oh, yeah. Especially a Subaru with a sunroof, because their sunroofs are so big.
Sunroofs are big, yeah. They're very generous.
So that's what I'm hunting for. I almost found one. There was one, it was a white Forester, it was like 03, had a sunroof. But I think it was already sold. Texted the owner and they never got back to me. So I guess they sold it.
Oh, you found another one?
Yeah, just going straight.
Oh, it looked like there was a stop sign there.
Nope. Yeah. Yeah, back to looking. I want to get me an old, early 2000s Subaru Forester. That's what I'm hunting for. Hopefully with a sunroof.
Hopefully LL Bean edition.
LL Bean edition, preferably, but sometimes they're unnecessarily expensive because of that. Bunch of motorcycles.
Fuck yeah.
Bunch of roadsters.
Bunch of dudes just standing really close to the fucking road. There it is. That's the marina.
That's the island, right?
Yeah.
We see it. We see our destination.
Well, that's not the island I usually would go to, but
that's not the one you usually go to. It's not our destination. Someone's.
We go to actually, that one's a lot flatter. We probably should go to that one.
Got a house in there.
Yeah. Peyton Manning owns a hell over here.
Peyton Manning? Where's Peyton? Where?
Somewhere over on that floor.
Oh, if I brought my pigskin, I would toss it to him. I'd run long for that man.
I'd run long for that man.
I don't care if my legs stop working. They'll work for him.
Goddamn Peyton.
Peyton Manning and Dolly Parton need to have a child.
Oh my God. Maybe those Tennessee's godson.
Yeah, and then have them be raised by Miley Cyrus and Billy Ray.
Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ.
That would be
so awesome.
Amazing. And then have isn't Kanye from Chattanooga, but he says he's from Atlanta?
No.
Who is that? Some big rapper is from Chat, but says they're from Atlanta.
I don't know. Kanye's from Chicago.
Damn it, Kanye. Go east.
Go east.
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt, skirt. Here we are.
Here at the marina.
Oh, just gotta chill. The bathrooms are open. I need to take a tinkle.
The trees are always open.
Well, yeah, but there's people here.
The people can watch.
Oh, well, that's a crime. It's like I didn't ask you to watch, but somehow I'm the one in trouble? I don't know.
Hey, stop watching. You should be put in jail.
You fucking weirdo.
Sir, this is a playground. Anyway, guys, we're gonna
get these kayaks out. I'm gonna chest mount this bitch, I think, and then we're gonna get on our way. But yeah, here we go.